Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary friends. My name is Eldridge Top, and I plan on making political and philosophy-based content. This means reading theory and books, and maybe even character and story analysis. But my main gimmick is going to be debates and rhetorical strategy. For people who care, I am a progressive center / classical libertarian, and with my little intro out of the way, the topic of the day, which I think is an interesting critique on censorship. And when I say 1984, I mean the book, not all these random memes. But seeing current events, I'd like to talk about the most visceral and interesting thing to me. And it isn't the surveillance or the brainwashing or the fact the book was written while the author was high off his ass, or even the fact you could use the physical book as a weapon, and I'm pretty sure you could take a surveillance camera out by throwing the book at it. And as interesting as all these things are, what I find to be the most interesting was the 2-minute hate. Okay, to the people who just know about the memes and don't really, have read this mammoth of a book, here's a short summary of what the 2-minute hate is. 1984. A unsettling future. In 1984, there is this daily activity of where the citizens of Oceania gather around and Big Brother gives a video of party enemies and tells what they supposedly did against the party, and as this happens, the populace is compelled to scream and rage and vent at the screen. At the enemies. Not only to be angry, but to truly hate and vent all the stress and pent-up emotions. Okay, but to truly understand what the fuck is going on, our protagonist explains that, backstory time. He works at the Ministry of Truth, where our guy basically rewrites history. And this has given him a peculiar insight that the government is lying to the people constantly. And he observes a 2-minute hate, but he's overcome with his emotion, and he cracks. He screams at the screen, with a sense of unity with the crowd. And the situation of being smart enough to be aware, but not able to do anything, but be angry, it rings true to me for some reason, and the scene feels almost familiar in a strange way. Reactionary moral panics and cancel culture. This part of the book reminds me of the moral panics that happen almost every day, and mainly on the health side of Twitter. That seems to just make people hate a perceived other, and not just to be angry, but to hate the other. The other is stupid to them. The other is immoral, evil, and hate is a useless emotion. Because hate is useless. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything but divide us. Well, this was a little bit of a intro to the channel and a little bit of insight into what I'll be doing and my general thoughts on 1984 and the 2-minute hate. And generally who I am as a guy. And with that, I'll see you all later.